Good morning, students. I am Vishwa Faldu and I am here to help you teach in better way the SGP, switch gear and protection subject. We will start today the chapter 8, current transformer and voltage transformer, which we also can say potential transformer. These transformers are we can normally call as instrumental transformer. So what is this? Let's see with the help of photos. Now so what are these current transformer and voltage transformer? In heavy current and high voltage AC circuits, we can also say whenever we want to measure some high voltage or some high current, we cannot directly use some low range meters and extend it and measure with the help of that. No, we cannot. To provide this, in such condition you have to construct some specially ratio transformer and we can call it instrumental transformer. These transformers are used irrespective of the voltage and current rating of the AC circuit. No matter how high the voltage will be, how high the current will be, we can measure these with the help of instrumental transformer. Also without any damage on the low range instrument or on the equipments. So instrumental transformer, we can also say it help us, they are safe to use, and also we don't need to use low range meter and extension it with the help of shunt circuit. So there are two types of instrumental transformer: current transformers and potential transformer. So we can also say that the current transformer is to use to measure high current, heavy current, and the potential transformer are used to measure high voltage or heavy voltage. So the current transformer first we will see. So the large alternating current which cannot be sensed or pass through the normal emitters and current coils of watt meter, energy meter can easily be measured by use of current transformer. Also along with normal low range instruments. So the current transformer, the name says current transformers. So we know that transformer is a device which consists of two winding, primary and secondary. Also it transfer energy from one side to another side with the suitable change in the level of current or voltage on the compare watt according to the volt which the transformer is. The current transformer, it will change the level of current, and in the voltage transformer it will change the level of voltage. So a current transformer basically has a primary coil of one or more turns of heavy cross sectional area. This is very important point. In current transformer, the primary coil only have one or maybe two or three turns with the heavy cross sectional area. We can also say that in some case the bar carrying high current may act as a primary. So the whatever the conductor is carrying high current or line carrying conductor is also we can use as a primary in our current transformer. Okay, so this is connected in series with the line carrying high current. Why it connects series? Because we need to measure current, and current can only be measured when we connect it in the series. Okay, so the primary will be connected series in the transformer in the with the conductor, or the same conductor, line carrying conductor also may act as a primary in our current transformer. Now the secondary of the transformer is made up of large number of turns of fine wire. We can also say that the secondary number of turns may come in tens and thousands, and with the having small cross sectional area. So these two terms we need to remember. In primary, the numbers and the cross sectional area. In primary, turns of numbers only one or two, and the cross sectional area is very high. So very thick wire, very thick conductor is used in primary, and in secondary of current transformer very thin wire. So the cross sectional area will be very small and the number of turns will be very high. So why we do this? To make the resistance high on the secondary side. This is the simple principle of resistance. Maybe you know R equal to rho L by A. So resistances depend on the rho, length of the conductor, cross sectional area of the conductor, right? So what we did, by giving so many turns and the thin cross sectional area, so with giving so many turns, the length of wire is very high and the turns, so the turns will be very high, and the small cross sectional area, so it will also increase the resistance of this secondary wire. Okay, so it will give us low range of current. So this is usually rated for 5 ampere. Now this is connected to the coil of normal range ammeter. Here you can see that the secondary term here, it is connected with the normal range ammeter. We don't need a very high range, the normal range 0 to 5 ampere, whatever ammeter we used it at our home, at our domestic area, same we can use in the small current transformer, but only on the secondary side. Okay, so here we can see that what we did here, we did, okay, we will see it in working principle. Let me remove this. Okay, so here we can say that the working principle. Now generally the transformer which we use in current transformer are basically step up transformer. Okay, step up transformer. Step up transformer means in terms of voltage, it's stepping up the voltage from primary to secondary. But when we can say in terms of current, then it is step down transformer. Why? Because the voltage and current are irreversible proportional to each other, reverse proportional. So when the voltage will be high, from low to high, the current will reduce. Okay, so okay, so as we saw that in terms of current point of view, these are step down transformer, stepping down the current, right? So it will also so whenever in a question they ask that what is current transformer step up or step down, you cannot normally can say step down. You have to mention according to current, in terms of current point of view, this transformer are step down, but in terms of voltage these are step up transformer. So you have to change, you have to clarify this thing, justify this thing in the question while giving answer. Okay, so now we can see that the relation between current and the number of turns in this current transformer. So for transformer, here we can say I1 by I2 equal to N2 by N1. Okay, so you can say that the current and the number of turns are not in the same proportional, they are reversibly proportional. So I1 is the primary current, I2 is secondary current, N1 is the number of turns on primary side, and N2 is number of turns on secondary side. So you can see as N2 is very high compared to N1, we saw that the number of turns on secondary are in terms of thousands, while on primary side only one or more than 2 or 3 number of turns are used. So we can say that N2 is very high compared to N1. The ratio of I1 to I2 is also very high for current transformer. Such a current ratio is indicated for representing the range of current transformer. So here we can say that the current ratio, whatever we get, it is also indicating or representing the range of current transformer. For example, considering a 500 to 5 range, then it indicates that current transformer steps down the current from primary to secondary by a ratio of 500 to 5 ampere. It means whenever the primary have 500, whenever the line carrying conductor are of the 500 ampere, the secondary ampere will be 5 ampere. We can also say vice versa, that whenever we measure on a meter that the 5 ampere, then we can say that on the primary side the line carrying current can be around 500 ampere current will be carried. Okay, so this is the thing that this, according to this we can measure whatever the primary current, how much primary current are going in the conductor. Now we will see the construction of current transformer. So there are two type of transformer, we can say wound type and the bar type transformer. So first we will see the wound type current transformer. So wound type current transformer, the primary, in both term only the primary, how we connect the primary, it is on the basis of that we can, the name of this transformer type are called. So wound type means primary is wound for more than one full turn on the core. Okay, and on the bar type the primary is on the bar type, it is not wounded. So in a low voltage wound type current transformer, the secondary winding is wound on a bakelite former. The heavy primary winding is directly wound on the top of the secondary winding. Let me share the photo with you. So here you can see that this is the wound type current transformer. It is this one, it is the primary, and in between this is secondary. So we can say that the primary is wounded to the secondary side, so it is called wound type. Okay, let me erase. So the secondary type, otherwise secondary winding with a suitable insulation in between the two. So according to the voltage, how much high voltage or low voltage is we need to measure, or whatever the line carrying conductor, how much consists the voltage, according to that the insulation between the primary and secondary type winding are insulation, this thickness, it is called insulation. So the thickness of this insulation are remain depending upon the how much current, how much voltage is there. Okay, now otherwise the primary is wounded completely separately and then tapped with suitable insulating material and assembled with a secondary on the core. When the very high voltage type 33 kV, 66 kV, 440 kV line, when we need to measure, then the primary is wounded completely separately and then tapped with a suitable insulating material and assembled with the secondary on the core. Okay, the current transformer can be ring type, window type. Some commonly used shapes are also here, which we saw. This is the rectangular one, ring one and stadium one. So the core material for wound type is nickel iron alloy or an oriented electrical steel. Before installing the secondary winding on core, it is insulated with the help of end collars and circumferences wraps of press balls. Such press boards provide additional insulation and protection to the winding from damage due to the sharp corners. Okay, in the main damage happen in winding is on the sharp corners, so the ring one is more safe according compared to rectangular one. Now the second one is bar type current transformer. In this type of current transformer, the primary winding is nothing but a bar of a suitable size. As I said earlier, on wound type the primary is wounded on the secondary side, and here on bar type the primary winding is a bar of a suitable size. The insulation of the bar type primary is bakelite paper tube or a resin directly molded on the bar. On the such bar type primary is the integral part of the current transformer. The core and the secondary winding are same in bar type transformer. So the core and the secondary winding both are same in the bar type transformer, but in wound type transformer the core and secondary windings are not same, they are different. Okay, so this is the bar type transformer. You can see the stamping used for the lamination in current transformer must have high cross sectional area than the ordinary transformer. Due to this, the reluctance of the interval corners remain as low as possible. Hence, the corresponding magnetizing current is also small. The windings are placed very close to each other so as to reduce the leakage reactance. Here the windings are placed so close to each other, okay, secondary windings, and because to reduce the leakage reactance. To avoid the corona effect in bar type transformer, the external diameter of the tube is kept large. Now you may think that why the corona will happen here? Why? Because we are now what we said, we are now talking about current transformer, and why current transformer needed. What is the need of current transformer? To measure when the high current pass. So this current transformer is used in the very high voltage, and whenever very high voltage is present in that, so we have to keep thing in mind that the corona effect may occur if the voltage will go very high, so we have to also prepare to reduce it. Okay, so the winding are so designed without damage, they can withstand short circuit forces which may be caused due to short circuit in the circuit in which the current transformer is inserted. Okay, so the winding also we have to design that it can withstand short circuit forces which may cause due to short circuit in the circuit. Okay, for small line motor the tap and varnish are used for insulation. For line voltage above 7 kV, the oil immersed or compound filled current transformers are used. So these two types of current transformer we saw, wound type and the bar type transformer. Now we will see some terms and definition related to current transformer. Okay, so these are the some terms and definition related to current transformer. So there are nearby 14 or 15 terms and definitions related to current transformer. We will see one by one. So first is rated primary current. Why? The value of primary current on which the performance of the current transformer is specified by the manufacturer is called rated primary current. The primary current on which the performance of the current transformer is specified by the manufacturer is called rated primary current. Okay. Second, rated short time primary current. So the RMS value of the AC current which current transformer can carry safely for rated time It should not damage the transformer due to temperature rise or electrodynamic stresses. Such a current rating is associated with a time which may be 0.25, 0.5, 1, 2 or 3 seconds. So it is short time primary current. Third one is rated transformer ratio. The ratio of rated primary current of the rated secondary current. The rated secondary current is specified on the rating plate of the current transformer. It is denoted as Kn. It is also called nominal ratio. Actual transformer ratio, the ratio of the actual primary current to actual secondary, it is denoted as R. So rated one is the ratio of rated primary to rated secondary, and actual one is of actual primary to actual secondary. Now fifth one is exciting current. It is the RMS value of secondary current taken when secondary is excited by sinusoidal voltage of rated frequency with open circuit primary winding. So the current which happen when the primary winding is open, it is called exciting current. Rated saturation factor. It is the ratio of rated primary saturation current to the rated primary current. Okay. So the rated primary saturation current. Saturation current means whenever in faulty condition the transformer can safely pass the maximum allowable current, it is called saturation current. So the saturation current to rated primary current is called saturation factor. 7.1 rated primary saturation current. It is the maximum value of primary current at which the current transformer works with required accuracy. So in faulty condition also the transformer can work, but it cannot work with it cannot work efficiently, or we can say the performance of transformer will not be up to 100%. So when with the required accuracy, whatever the maximum value the current transformer can handle, it is the rated primary saturation current. 8.1 was overcurrent factor. It is the ratio of rated short time current to the rated primary current. 9.1 is burden. It is a very important term in current transformer. The load connected to secondary of current transformer is called burden. It is expressed in voltampere or ohms at the rated secondary current. It is normally the load connected to secondary current. 10th one is rated burden. The load mentioned by the manufacturer which can be connected to current transformer, maintaining the specified accuracy of the performance. Okay, so the remaining one we also see that. So 11.1 is current error or ratio error. Ideally, the current ratio I2 by I1 is equal to the turns ratio N1 by N2, but practically due to magnetizing and core losses, secondary current and its power factor, the load current is not a constant fraction of the primary current. This causes an error called ratio error. So the equation of ratio error we can see here, Kn Is minus Ip upon Ip. What is Kn? They said Kn is rated transformation ratio. Is means secondary current and Ip means actual current. Okay. So this is the ratio error. 12th one is phase angle error. Phase angle error is ideally the phase of the secondary error is to be displaced exactly 180 degree from the primary current. But actually it is not so. The phase angle between the primary current vector and the reverse secondary vector is called phase angle and denoted as theta. Composite error, the RMS value of the difference Knis minus Ip integrated over one cycle under steady state condition is called composite error. So the mathematically also it given as 14th one, rated accuracy limit primary current. The highest value of primary current specified by the manufacturer for which the composite error are within permissible limits. So these are the terms and definitions which we saw. These terms and definition are of current transformer, not potential transformer. Okay, now the next topic which we will take, it will be magnetizing curve of current transformer. So here we can see that the magnetization curve of a current transformer is the graph of secondary ampere turns and against the peak flux density Bm. It is also called excitation characteristics or saturation characteristic of a CT. So whenever in exam they ask this, that give the explanation of excitation characteristic of CT or give the saturation characteristic of CT. So it is same as the magnetization curve of a CT. These all three are same. Okay. So this is the curve, magnetization curve, or we can say saturation characteristic, okay, of current transformer. So it is divided in 4 region. You can say O to A, A to B, B to K, and after that saturation. So here as we can see, first region we will see region O to A. It is a non-linear region. The small ampere turns supplied are used to produce the flux in the core. This in the region CT cannot produce the primary current on the secondary side faithfully. Thus, ratio error of CT is large if operated in this area. Okay, so O to A, it is not a non-linear region, so it is not provide, it not generate more secondary side current. Okay, so it is not faithful, it is not reliable to work in this O to A region. Now we will see second region, A to B region. From the point A, there is a proportional relation between secondary ampere turns and peak flux density. Here also you can say it is the straightaway line, and such a point is called ankle point. So this region is also called as ankle point. The region AB is linear and non-saturated region of the magnetization characteristic. So it is reliable to work in this region. Now third region we will see from B to K. This is called knee region, and it is again non-linear in nature. The point K is called knee point. The knee point is defined as the point where a 10% increase in the flux density cause 50% increase in the exciting ampere turns. Here you can say this is the key K, knee point. So it is okay. So in 10% increase, here if we only increase up to this much, but it cross sectional here, so 50%, you can see here 50% increase in second ampere turn. So it is also non-linear region, so it is not preferable to operate here our current transformer. Okay, and after that region, after knee point, this is saturation region. In this region, total primary current is utilized in producing flux in the current core, and secondary output of CT is 0. The maximum flux density remains constant through there, though there is increase in the secondary ampere turns in the saturation regions. Means once you cross the K, you cross the knee point, then the B, here you can say peak flux density is almost constant. So at same value of peak flux density, there is a continuously increase in the secondary ampere turn. So it is not preferable to work in that region. Okay, the factor affecting the magnetizing characteristic of CT are: first, the nature of the core material, the cross sectional area of the core, the length of the magnetic path of the core, and fourth one, the number of turns in the winding. Okay, so these four are affect the magnetizing curve or the saturation characteristic of the current transformer. First is the core material, second is the cross sectional area, third is length, and last one is number of turns. Okay, and these all are of the core. Number of turns are of the winding, but other 3 are of the core. Now this is the figure, shows the experimental setup to obtain the magnetization characteristic. How to obtain this magnetization characteristic? So practically, as the number of turns are fixed, the secondary exciting current is measured as a IE, secondary current. The exciting current is varied by varying the voltage with the help of variac. The corresponding open circuit voltage ES is noted down, which represent peak flux density. Okay, let's see what it says. With the help of a toe. Okay, so it is here. ES is a circuit, the corresponding open circuit voltage. Okay, ES, and IE is the secondary current, exciting current measured. Okay, so IE is secondary measured exciting current and ES is a open circuit voltage. Now thus the graph of ES against IE gives the required magnetization characteristic called excitation characteristic. This is called excitation characteristic, and what we saw above, that was saturation characteristic, magnetization curve. Okay, now here this shows the experimentally obtained excitation circuit. The knee point K in this case is defined as the point at which an increase in 10% in the open circuit voltage cause an increase of 50% in secondary current, exciting current or is of secondary. Now protective current transformer saturation are operated over the range from ankle point to knee region, while the measuring CT has the flux density in the region of ankle point only. Okay, so the protective current transformers operate in between B to K, but the measuring current transformer are only work on in region A to B. Okay, so what we saw today, we saw the current transformer, the introduction, then the construction of current transformer, which two type of current transformer are there according to construction of primary. So there are two type, bar type and wound type, and after that we saw the terms and definition and terms related to current transformers, and now we saw the magnetization curve of current transformer, which also can say saturation current characteristic, and after how to obtain magnetization characteristic is called excitation characteristic of current transformer. So up till now, after that in next lecture we will see the measurement and protective, the factors affecting to current transformer. Okay, goodbye, take care.